you want me to react to? Join the Ace Pit Discord right now. Scan the QR code on the screen, hit the entertainment tab, click reactions, and drop it in. Super easy. Submit today. Yes, sir. Come on, man. What's happening, y'all? What's happening? Taser gang, late nighters, Kicksiders. Shout out to the Kicksiders. We are back, baby. You know what I'm saying? The Kicksiders is back. We did a little test warm-up last, what was that? Tuesday? When we got booted off, when we got zappity zap. We did a little test, you know what I mean? So, you know, you might, let's see what's going on, man. You might get some of this tonight, man. You might get the Kickside tonight. Kicksiders. Come on, man. We understand. Shout outs, man. Hey, but yeah, what's happening, y'all? What's happening? I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was whooped the fuck out earlier, man. I was tired of shit. There was no way in the world after running. I've been up since like 5 in the morning. Ripping and running, moving around, had to do radio, had to do the podcast, had to do some parent shit. And then we went to go eat, and it was over with. I was like, it ain't no way I'm putting stream at 7 o'clock. You know what I mean? But luckily, you guys understand because you are the late nighters. The late nighters. Y'all understand. I will light this motherfucker up at 12 o'clock midnight. I will light it up at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, and we gonna go live, man. You feel me? So, you know, luckily I have carved out a following of people who understand that and don't mind that and actually love that more than going live earlier, because a lot of you motherfuckers be up at work at these hours on the way to work or driving. You feel me? So shout out to y'all. And that's what started this whole shit. The Kicksiders, man. Taser gang. Come on, man. Late night shift. Yeah, it's the late night shift, y'all. It's the late night shift. Hold on. Let me do my little updates on YouTube real quick. Make sure we all good here, real smooth. You know what I mean? What is this? Episode 63, right? Well, if you count the members only, this is probably like episode 112 around this motherfucker. We done did a gang of lives. We done did a gang of lives if you count all the members, all the members only streams. All right, hold on 1 second. Member only, bad portrait, boom, boom, boom. All right, shout out to everybody up in this thing, man. All right, so cool. We got some reactions. As y'all know, man, we was zapped last episode on Tuesday. We was able to knock out 3. It was going to be a total of 8. We was able to knock out 3. We have 5 left. So instead of saying fuck those 5, skipping those 5 are still here tonight. And then I added 2 new ones. One being a case that we've been following since it broke, which is the David and Celeste case. And that's what we're going to kick this episode off with, because y'all know we've been on top of that shit from day one, and we've been wondering what the hell is going on. What is the update? We haven't heard nothing in a minute. And yeah, tonight we heard. Well, I mean, tonight we about to see. So I saw it on Instagram. They're like, oh, he's arrested. So I'm like, oh, let's see. Arrested. What exactly is he charged with? I mean, come on, man. Let's be real. It's your girlfriend that you was creeping with, young girl, staying with you, last seen leaving the house with you, on Discord with you. All of a sudden, she's found dead in your car, down a block from your house. I mean, it's kind of crazy. And that's what had everybody scratching their head like, how are y'all, what are we missing here? Like, what are we missing here? It's a lot going wrong. You know, you mess with a minor, you know, you damn near kidnapping because you didn't tuck the girl and her parents didn't say you could have her. I don't know, it's a lot. It was a lot going on with the situation, man. And it just seemed like they wasn't going to hold him accountable at all. I don't know. It got to the point where a lot of people was like, man, gave up on it. I thought it was going to be, me personally, I thought it was going to be an open and shut thing, because I'm like, it's pretty obvious. Like, who the hell would, I don't know. Who would put a body inside of a car that belongs to me in front of my house and leave it there for months, for a month or so? Like, and then I was here. I had just left for tour, and I came back home. I don't know. It was a lot. It was a lot. So we gonna get caught up on that, man. We gonna get the latest and the greatest on what's going on with the David case, and then we gonna catch up on the other reactions we had from Tuesday. And then who sent me this? Somebody sent me this on Instagram. Matter of fact, I saved their name. I screenshot it so I could shout them out. Let me see that. Where I thought I saved that motherfucker. Oh, I thought I did. I thought I screenshotted it. I might have deleted that shit. Hold on. Wait, let me check my trash. Let me see, man. I gotta give my boy a shout out. Somebody sent me this today. Let me make sure. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Oh my God. What the fuck? Oh, his name is Noke1. Noke1. So he sent this one, young couple found executed in own car. The murder of Savannah Soto and Matthew Guerrera. So that's a 45-minute banger, and we're going to save that one for last. The rest of them was all like 20 minutes tonight. We got one 30-minute banger. But yeah, man, we going to do it up. we going to try to knock out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 reactions. Late nighter shit. You know what I mean? It's only a select few that could do what I do, man, and go live late night and turn this motherfucker up, man, with 7 reactions. And that's what we gonna do tonight, man. We gonna have a good time. We gonna enjoy. I definitely want y'all to engage. I want y'all going up in the goddamn chat. You feel me? Hold on. Let me bring this back real quick. I want y'all going up in the chat. Let me refresh the screen. Boom. Come on, man. Come on, man. See what's going on, man. So we do have the merch now. We do have the merch now. Speaking of, real quick. Yeah. Make sure y'all get y'all merch, man. The ABPnetwork.com. Get your merch. It's out now, you feel me? So what we will be doing, I guess I can start that tonight. Whoever we'll give away a Taser Gang shirt. We'll do a shirt. So if it's a girl, you'll get this shirt. If it's a guy, you'll get this shirt. All right? The guy will get the yellow. Girl will get this. All right, so what we'll do tonight, whoever got number 1, when the show is over, you will get a Taser Gang shirt. Taser Gang shirt. So that means you got to be active in the chat. You got to be going crazy. And as always, as you know, if you send super chats, that boost you to the front. So, I mean, if you want to get boosted up, hell, shit, send $2, send $4. It's going to boost you on top in front of everybody, unless somebody comes through with a 50 banger or a 100 banger or something like that. But other than that, if you want to do a cheat code and get to the top, you feel me? Just donate $2. And trust me, it's going to bump you to the top, you know? So, yeah, you know, we in this thing, man. Also, make sure, if you can, gift a membership. If you got a membership, shout out to you. You know what I mean? If you don't got a membership, get you one. What are you waiting for? You know what I mean? What's the holdup? And if you can't, you know what I mean, feel free to ask somebody in the chat, hey, y'all, give me a membership. Now, I don't know how YouTube does it. It's like a lottery, man. They randomly select who it goes to. That's the only catch. And I hope they fix that. Man.
Let's go.
Let's go, my boy. Cushed Out Joe. What's happening with you, man? I hope they fix that. That's one thing. YouTube got to fix it to where people can direct gift. You know? Because it's like you want to help gift somebody that you've probably been seeing in the chat asking. And then when you donate it, like you gift it, it goes to somebody else. That's kind of fucked up. But, you know, that's the name of the game. Taser Gang. But yeah, man, hopefully it's you. But I did say, like, based on who's active or like, so that they accumulate from like who's leaving comments in the underneath the reactions and who's doing. I don't know, but it's some way that they pick and choose who it go to. I don't know. Y'all can look it up. Use Chat GPT. It'll tell you. Or Google. You know, it'll tell you how they select. But yeah, man. Let's get to our tops right now, man. Shout out to everybody in this thing. Right now, coming in at number 7, we got my boy, the most hated, but can't be faded, Spider-Man. Coming in at number 6, my dog, First Lady Kia. Shout out First Lady Kia, man. Number 5, D4vd. Number 4, Flow 92. Number 3, Celeste. All right. Number 2, Tina Baby. Tina Baby, can you get number 1 tonight? Let's see. Will Tina Baby hold it down in the top 2? And at number 1, holding it down, will he hold it down in number 1 all night and win the Taser Gang shirt? Time will tell. Shout out to Davo412. Davo. You know what the fuck your name is, nigga. You know what I mean? Shout out Cali Grown Trees, man. He's been a member for 2 months. He said it is 100% random. I've gotten gifted 2 channels I'm not even active on. Yep, see, there you go. It just randomly, like you could be at home chilling, not even watching this shit and get gifted. So that's what he's saying right now. I don't know how YouTube selects, but that's how they do it. I was looking it up. They was like, it's not just about who's active in the chat tonight. It's like accumulated over the month or something, like who's most active in the comments, who's liking, who's hyping up. It's like an accumulation. It's something weird. I don't know. Y'all can look it up. But yeah, man, shout out to everybody up in this thing, man. Come on, one time, late nighters, we gotta whisper. We don't want to wake the kids up. We don't want to wake the kids up. We don't want to wake the kids up, man. You know what I mean? FTK, man. FTK. What they say, FTK. All right, look. Hold on, wait. Make sure we good right there. Boom. Wait, why the fuck did it give me a yellow already? What? Wow. Oh my God, the title. Oh my God. Damn it. Hold on, let me fix this real quick. I put shot in the title. Oh my God. I didn't even rip off that. Why the fuck did they demonetize my episode already? Yeah. Hold on, y'all, 1 second. They hating on me, man. Per usual. Per usual. Hating on me, bruh. All right, let's see. I'll fix that before they demonetize my shit. Good. All right, we back. All right, cool. So we got 7 reactions. We got 7 reactions, man. We're going to get to those right now. I'll probably be on here. Let's see. We looking like 20, probably about 3 hours, 3.5 hours, y'all. Probably like 3.5 hours, 4 hours, man. So, you know, enjoy yourself. Relax, man. If you at work chilling, you know what to do. Hold on. Wait, what's going on here? Am I missing something? Wait, go back. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. Memphis May, 5 gifted. I have my alerts off. My bad. I have my alerts off. I didn't hear it. See, that's why I be having alerts on, so I know. Let's go, Riggs, man. 5 gifted. Oh, wait. Memphis May, 10 gifted. 10 gifted. Know what I mean? Shout out Spider-Man, member for 2 months. He said, well, I'm in this bitch. Shout out Spider-Man. The most hated but can't be faded. My boy Spider-Man. Spider-Man emojis in the chat for my boy one time, man. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Shout out to Ace Riggs, man. Appreciate you for gifting 5. Right now, y'all, we are at 15. That's 15 in like the last 5 minutes. So hopefully more of y'all get gifted throughout the night. Hopefully more of y'all join. Get y'all membership. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be going live this weekend for sure. I got some members only streams I need to knock out. I definitely want to knock out the new this new point and shoot on Flacco buying prostitutes. Let's go. Come on, man. Memphis May with 5 more. My boy finna get that shirt. My boy said, I'm finna get that shirt, you fuck nigga. Well, he got it. He already probably ordered his up. You know, that's Memphis May. He be holding it down. You know what I mean? Shout out Memphis May, man. You are appreciated, brother. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And shout out to all the new members who just got memberships tonight, man. That's 20 new memberships already, and we just started, man. So shout out to everybody who got memberships. Go ahead and activate and use your new emojis. Tonight, I added a new emoji right before I went live. I just told the members, you know what I mean? It's for the Kicksiders, man. Shout out to the Kicksiders. We are back in effect. Drop the Kicksiders emojis, man. You feel me? I had to take the inspiration from like the Soldier Boy and Macho Man glasses, and I put Kicksiders on the glasses. Just something cool we can fuck around with. And I added a lot of these emojis on Kick too. So I updated the emojis on Kick. You feel me? I done figured out the KCIP shit again. So I was kind of rusty when I got back on Kick on Tuesday. I was out the loop. I'm like, I don't even know how to work this shit no more. But you know, I'm good. I was able to update a lot of music, update a lot of playlists tonight. Well, today. So I might go on after stream for like 30 minutes or an hour and just get on Kick. I said I want to try to get on this motherfucker every other day or every day as possible just to do a little DJing and tighten up on that, fucking around with the music, fucking around with the people on Kick, you know, getting Kick warm back up. Twitch, I ain't gonna lie, Twitch, you be fucking up my stream, man.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
So Twitch, I might have to clip you, brother. All the Twitch siders, go ahead and cross over to Kick, man. Cross over, man. Come on. It be slowing my streams up, bro. It be lagging my shit. It be lagging my shit. Every time I do a dual stream with Kick and Twitch, Twitch always lags my shit. Like, y'all notice when I go live, it's no lag over here. And if I go live on just Kick, it's no lag. But if I go live on Kick and Twitch, it's always a lag, bro. And I hate that shit. So, you know. Hey, shout out, man. Too Greedy Oso, man. Welcome to the motherfucking gang. Taser gang, that is. Shout out Greedy Oso, man. Appreciate you, big dog. Twitch, I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to everybody on Twitch, man. Shout out to everybody on Twitch. But I just feel like Twitch is just, I don't know, man. It's just, you gotta have fucking 15 commercials to watch. I'm not really with that. Like, it's not a fun experience. Like, it's kind of like bullying you to subscribe. And it's like, bro, I'm just coming on here to try to see what's going on, support, show some love. But it'd be like, damn, you gotta watch 15 commercials before you can even watch, bro. And it's like, what type of shit is that? And I don't fuck with that. And then on top of that, they only pay like content creators like 50%. You know what I mean? Y'all taking half of the content creator shit. And it's like, so Twitch, you're out of here. You're officially fired. Twitch is fired. You know what I mean? It's all about kicking this bitch, nigga. You know what I mean? As far as for the DJing. But it's all about YouTube for ABP reactions. And I won't be conflicting the two. I know a lot of y'all like, come do reactions over here. Nah, nigga, that's taken away from the experience for everybody who pay for a membership on YouTube. I want to keep the reactions for them, for everybody, the members, for the gray side, the green side. Shout out to the grays, by the way. You know what I mean? So we're going to keep reactions right here. Yeah, if we get zapped, don't worry, guys. If we get zapped, I'll be back in 48 hours, 2 days. If I get zapped, don't worry. I'll be back in 2 days. It's not like I'm going to take a break or something. I'll be back in 2 days. You know what I mean? But it's worth it, though, because I'm actually getting zapped over videos that y'all sent for me to react to. So, I mean, you know, the show is for y'all. So if I get zapped, that's just a little vacation. A little 2-day vacation I get. You know what I mean? Courtesy a Taser gang. You know? It don't affect, because I got videos lined up, nigga, all the way up to next month. So, you know, it's going to be videos dropping every day on the channel regardless. You know, every day, man, there's videos dropping. I think for the last, I want to say like the last 5 months, I haven't missed a day without dropping videos on the channel. Come on, God damn! Can we talk about that? Can we talk about the consistency? Can we talk about the consistency? You know what I mean? We haven't missed nothing, and we've been going live on members only like a motherfucker. You feel me? Now I'm bringing back this shit over here. I'm about to fire everything up, man. Listen, I'm about to fire everything up, man. I got my goddamn kick shit set up over here, and I'm about to do my gaming shit. I'm playing FIFA, nigga, 'cause that's the only game I know how to play, so fuck it. I'm gonna be playing FIFA while motherfucking playing music and motherfucking talking shit. And I'm about to create this call-in line, y'all. So I'm gonna have a call-in line because I want y'all motherfuckers to call in and talk shit. So I'm gonna have a call-in line, yeah, while we on Kick and all that shit. It's gonna be like a radio show. I don't want to call it a radio show, but like a cool fan experience. You know what I mean? We're gonna have fun, talk some shit, play some hits. I want y'all to give some special dedications. You know what I mean? Whether it's good, whether you want to dedicate a song to your woman, to your husband, you know what I mean? To somebody you got your eye on in the chat. You know, it's like Art LeBeau, Pun LeBeau show, man. It's like Pun LeBeau. I'm gonna do the dedications. Or if you want to bash somebody, if you want to put somebody on blast, you can do that too. So that's gonna be on the Kick side, man. Shout out to the Kick side. So make sure y'all follow me on Kick, ABP Network. ABP Network. Hold on, let me pull it up so y'all motherfuckers. Hold on. Let me pull up the ABP Network, man. Hey, view your channel. What the fuck? Hold on. You cut that off. All right. So ABP Network, man. Make sure y'all follow on Kick, ABP Network, ABP Network, ABP Network. Yeah, I'm saying that's why I'll probably go live right after this, and I'm gonna do like an hour on the DJ shit. You feel me? Because I was able to get a little sleep in tonight. So y'all know when I get some sleep in, it's all insomnia stream, man. I'm up late night. We're gonna be doing it up. All right. Cool. All right. Well, let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. Let's kick it off. First episode we're going to react to will be the David situation, man. Let's get caught up on the David situation. What is the latest and the greatest? What is going on? He has been arrested. Let's find out.
We are following major...
Let's see what's going on. Bam. All right, here we go, brother. All right. David arrested in murder cases. All right, y'all. We back with another reaction right here on AB. Hold on. Let me just do my test. I didn't mess up. Let me just do my test. I want to make sure everything is A1. Let me make sure my volume is right. All right, we good. All right, let's get it. Boom. All right, y'all. We back with another reaction right here on ABP Reactions. And right now, we got the latest update on the David case, man. He has been arrested in the murder of Celeste Rivas. Let's get caught up. Let's go.
We are following major breaking news tonight. Singer David has been arrested in connection to the murder of 14-year-old Celeste Rivas, according to the LAPD. This is a case that stretches back more than 2 years to when she was last seen alive. Her decomposed body found in the trunk of David's Tesla late last year. We're on the case presented by Law and Crime. I'm Chris Stewart.
I'm Chris Stewart, and I'm Big Una.
All right, let's get to this breaking news coming in right now from Los Angeles. A bombshell announcement by the LAPD. I want you to take a look right here. This is the post that was put out by the public information officer with the Los Angeles Police Department on social media announcing the singer, known as David, had been arrested by homicide detectives in LA, quote, for the murder of Celeste Rivas. David, his real name is David Burke. He is now being held without bond, and he hasn't been charged as of yet. The LAPD says that his case will be presented to the DA on Monday for filing consideration. We're going to go over the process here in just a moment. This is a case that has taken months to get to this point. I know so many of you have been following this, and now it seems like the next step, a major step, is still something that's going to take some time before we learn a lot of information about this case. And we'll be talking to former federal prosecutor Nima Rahmani about that here in just a moment. But as we focus now on this announcement, it may feel like a long time coming because David was announced as a suspect in November of 2025. Now, before we get into what will happen next, I do want to get you up to speed on this case because it is one that has been going on in some ways months, in other ways years. According to the LAPD, this all started in September of 2025, and that is when officers responded to an impounded lot in Hollywood after there were reports of a foul odor coming from a vehicle, a Tesla. Now, that vehicle, it had been towed days earlier after it was found on a street, abandoned, it seemed, in Los Angeles. Now, police say that vehicle, that Tesla, it was registered to David Burke. And many people in the music community know him by just one name, David, D4vd.
Now,
when detectives searched that car, they found a body. And that body was later identified as a 14-year-old girl, her name, Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Her body was in the front storage area of the Tesla. That's like the trunk of the vehicle. And it was in a state of decomposition, law enforcement said. Investigators have said that Celeste may have been dead for weeks before she was discovered. The teen's mom told investigators that she was last seen and heard from in April of 2024. So here we are in April of 2026 with David now under arrest in connection to her murder. The last time she was...
So her mother ain't heard from her since April 2024. They found the car September 2025. And now it's April 2026. Damn, 2 years to get some closure. Well, it ain't even closure because they just arrested him. That don't mean he's guilty yet. Like, that don't mean he still got to get trialed. Damn. That's crazy.
Seen alive, according to her mom, all the way back roughly 2 years ago. Her mom also added another point about her daughter, and it was that she had a boyfriend named David. Now, by late 2025, sources were telling ABC News that David was being considered a suspect in the case, but no charges had been filed. Yet behind the scenes, a grand jury had been hearing evidence in the case, including Burke's reported travel to the Santa Barbara area of California during the spring of 2025 and a search of the Hollywood Hills property where he was reportedly staying and reports of a high heat burn cage found at that location. Then we go to January of this year, 2026. David's alleged close friend, a man named Neo Langston, was arrested in Montana for failing to appear as a witness in a Los Angeles grand jury investigation.
And this was his boy right here, y'all. This was his boy, but they ended up falling out behind this shit.
A week after that, Langston was spotted entering a Los Angeles courthouse and reportedly testified before the grand jury. But since then, for the most part, frankly, crickets in this case. No real developments, of course, until now. Joining us now to talk about this breaking news, former federal prosecutor Nima Rahmani, president of West Coast Trial Lawyers. Always great to have you on Law and Crime. Big story out of Los Angeles tonight. Just what's your reaction? Because we have been covering this for so long about David's arrest.
Chris, my reaction is better late than never. I think this was something that we've all been expecting. When a body is found decomposing in the frunk of your Tesla, and there has been a young girl who's been missing for quite some time, and there's plenty of evidence that she ran away with you or a member of your entourage. I think there was a lot of evidence here pointing to David, and really the question was, what really took so long? And
that's my thing. Like, who else could have possibly been in the picture that they was like, that's the thing, they haven't gave us much information, so it's like, who else was y'all looking into? Like, who else could have possibly been responsible? Like, y'all ain't, like, it seemed like all roads led to David from the outside looking in. Like, everything just, it was just the dumbest shit. Like, it just all led to him. But it was like, is there any more suspects? Who else could it be? We haven't even heard nobody else's name beside it. Like halfway. Wait, that was like September. This happened. They didn't say the manager's name till like December, January. That's like the first time we heard a second name mentioned. And then when this court shit started, that's when we heard the best friend's name mentioned. It's like all this time there hasn't been like no other names mentioned besides his. So of course, us, the public, we're gonna be like, hey, it can't be nobody else but him. Shit, it don't make no sense.
I think my initial reaction is, I live and work in LA. I respect law enforcement. That things can move slowly here. But I think this investigative grand jury, I think, really is the answer. I think the DA wanted to lock in some members of David's inner circle to make sure that they cooperate, they don't go sideways at trial. And I think that's what they were waiting on before they ended up arresting.
So the announcement that came from the LAPD's PIO account says he's been arrested in connection to the murder of Celeste Rivas. And then it says that he's being held without bond. And then the case is going to be reviewed by the DA's office on Monday, or it goes in front of the DA's office on Monday. Like, if you can just walk us through the process of how that works, as opposed to them saying tonight, he has been charged with this and he's going to make his first appearance tomorrow.
Well, typically when you're talking about the DA, it's a reactive case. It's not like this. Law enforcement, they arrest someone, they prepare a report, that file lands on the DA's desk, and there's a charging DA that makes a decision. It's a little bit different in this case because it's more of a proactive investigation. Obviously, Celeste Rivas has been missing for quite some time and has been dead for also quite some time. So you have this case that has been worked on for more than 6 months now. I mean, I think, if I recall correctly, Celeste's body was found in September. We all saw the video of the car being impounded and that search. Then, of course, law enforcement executed search warrants at David's home, again, months and months ago. So this is the type of case that isn't just a file that lands on some DA's desk. This is a case that is being directed by prosecutors at the district attorney's office. They convene this investigative grand jury, and we know that a grand jury has two functions. In most states and at the federal level, their function is to indict, but it also has an investigative function. They have subpoena power, so they can subpoena people, witnesses, they can subpoena information and documents, and that's what the grand jury was doing in this case. So it seems to me that the prosecution has this all buttoned up right now. This isn't the type of case they're reacting to. This is a case where they think we not only have enough probable cause to get that arrest warrant and get past a preliminary hearing, but we have enough to prove the case beyond a reasonable doubt to a jury at trial.
Damn. They must have got some information when they was calling everybody in that courtroom. They got something. They finally got what they needed, it feels like, and I feel like they know. And the pressure, like TMZ was putting pressure on LAPD because TMZ had their personal own investigators. Like, if you've been following this case, like we've been following this case, TMZ was coming out with facts. Well, coming out with what their investigator found, and then LAPD would rebuttal it like, no, that's not what happened. Like, they was basically going against each other, TMZ versus LAPD. And LAPD would come out and say something, and TMZ would debunk that. It's been crazy, man. So for them to now move forward with an arrest, they must have something. And I tell you this now, that nigga is probably crying. He don't look like he could survive in jail. And you're a high-profile case, killing a 14-year-old girl. You're going to PC, buddy. You're not coming out. He PC'd up for sure.
Do you think that this came as a surprise to David tonight, this arrest?
I think given how long it's taken, maybe folks had forgotten about it, but obviously there's been a lot of attention on this case, and frankly, a lot of negative media attention. Again, I sit here in LA, and a lot of folks are asking, what is LAPD doing? How could a young girl be missing for so long? How could her teacher give an interview saying that she ran off with someone named David? How could her body be found in the trunk of a vehicle? I mean, even if it was an accident, that in and of itself is potentially a crime. So why haven't any arrests been made? And I think really now we're going to know the answer very soon. I think the information is going to come out. We're going to have a lot more of the evidence, whether it's witness testimony, cooperators, whether it's electronic evidence, cell phones, social media. There's a lot of people watching. Social media sleuths, detectives, they've followed that digital footprint, right? And they've seen, pictures, images on social media of the two seemingly together. And I think all those are sort of bricks in the wall that are going to eventually be the reason that David is convicted in this case.
Now, let me ask y'all, man. Let's just make some early assumptions. Hypotheticals. What you think happened? What do you think happened based off, if you've been following this case, what do you think happened? Let me know in the comment section.
And beyond that too, I mean, I think when you think about the LAPD, like celebrities, it's not a big deal for them in the way that it might be for other police departments across the country. When you look at the timeline, yeah, the case like certainly has these elements that we followed the developments along the way, but how much did the celebrity of David add to the timeline it took for him to be arrested in connection to this? And we'll see what they specifically accuse him of.
Well, it's interesting. The celebrity factor, people think it helps. I don't necessarily think it helps being a celebrity in LA. In fact, it draws more attention to it. I mean, obviously, look,
Facts.
the case I kind of give the example of recently, she was just sentenced, Matthew Perry, right? He was involved in a drug-related death. He was a victim. But the fact that, the ketamine queen, Jasmine Song, killing Matthew Perry, and again, I'm not naive, that case was treated differently than the 2019 case when she killed someone with ketamine. So, the celebrity factor draws attention to it. The reality is we're talking about the case here on Law and Crime because it's David. And, there are many young girls that go missing, and I'm not talking about it. I'm not asked to speak about it. And it doesn't.
Hold on. Let's be real. I didn't even know who the fuck David was before this shit happened. So this case alone and like the media putting the light on it definitely opened us up to this nigga. It hasn't maybe go listen to his music besides like that first week to see who he was, but we now know his name. I swear to God. Did y'all know David's name before this situation? So now you got a lot of people, and it's a simple name to remember, David. So now you got a lot of people interested in asking like, hey, what happened with that case with the little girl and the David guy? What happened with that case? So it's like, it's a high profile case. Everybody was talking about this case, man. And it doesn't make sense that an arrest wasn't made in a timely fashion. And that's what made everybody like, wait a minute, why hasn't an arrest been made? What is really going on? Then it started getting in a weird space. And now here we are. An arrest has finally been made.
Doesn't make it any different. It doesn't make it any less right. There's women that are trafficked, they're sexually abused, they're victims of violence, they're even murdered, hundreds, thousands every single day. So I think the celebrity factor probably ended up drawing more attention to it, both law enforcement and prosecution attention to the case because of who David is.
Right. And even when you think of LA, I mean, we've talked about Nick Reiner recently, very different circumstances in that case. But I mean, just the amount of attention, the amount of cameras at court when he makes an appearance, it's just different than other families that have dealt with issues like that. When you look at this case going forward, I remember Neil Langston, one of David's friends, he gets arrested for not cooperating with this grand jury. What stands out to you just about the way, from at least on the outside, it seems that prosecutors have been going about this?
Yeah, think about that case. If I recall correctly, here's someone who refused to testify before the grand jury, and the DA's office went out of state to get an arrest warrant to bring him back to California. I mean, that's how seriously they're taking this case, if I recall correctly. So this isn't any other case. This isn't any other runaway. This isn't any other young girl who is the victim of violence. I mean, this case has been treated differently, as it should. Look, I wish LAPD had unlimited resources and time to go after all these cases, all these young girls. Their lives matter, and it's sad that This is unfortunately a tale that's all too common. Obviously, we don't know what happened here. We don't know if it was an accident. She was murdered intentionally. She overdosed. She was trafficked. I mean, there's all sorts of speculation out there. I don't know exactly what happened. But what we do know is
And you got to remember what makes this shit sicker is he started fucking with her at 12 years old. At 12.
This is a young girl that was missing for quite some time. She had run away at least once before, and it took a very long time to find her. So I think during that time period, there's going to be a lot of evidence. Obviously, we've seen some of the video evidence the last time she was seen. Again, I expect there to be a lot of digital evidence. It's going to be a strong case, I think, when it's all said and done.
And when it comes to just kind of how the mechanics of the whole situation works out. So if he's arrested tonight, he's being held without bond. He hasn't specifically been charged with anything. And then you have, on Monday, it's going to go in front of the DA. Like, how are you able to hold him for that long a period of time, even through the weekend potentially?
So yeah, these Thursday arrests oftentimes end up with a Monday arraignment because of the time period. Typically, you have about 48 hours to be brought before a judge, but it ends up being the next court day. So that's why the initial appearance will likely be on Monday, where David will be arraigned on the charges. Those charges will be read aloud in court. Expect his lawyer. I think he already has a lawyer based on some of the statements that were made last year. Expect his lawyer to enter a not guilty plea, and then the process starts. Again, if it's a grand jury indictment, which is not typical, there won't be a preliminary hearing. But usually here in LA, the district attorney proceeds by a complaint and a preliminary hearing. And again, just because there's a grand jury, I believe it's just an investigative grand jury. They'd have to convene another grand jury to indict. And I don't think that's what they're going to do. Typically, what they do is in LA, they charge on a complaint. Then after some period of time, there has to be a preliminary hearing. And at that preliminary hearing, the judge determines whether there's enough probable cause to move forward to a full-blown jury trial. So the DA will present some limited evidence, usually through a handful of law enforcement witnesses, and this process is going to get started.
They're going to be on this nigga ass, man. They're going to be on this nigga ass. You know what's crazy? Okay. They done put like so much light on this case. Even if he goes and get not guilty, let's say it's not him, even if it's not guilty, so many people was introduced to him because of this case. It's going to be hard to shake that, even if he get not guilty, like that he was the nigga who killed the 14-year-old girl. It's still going to be niggas calling him a nigga a pedo regardless. You're going to be a pedo off the rip forever. So you're never shaking that title. But it's going to be a lot of people who still, even though you get not guilty, nah, he did it. He's guilty. Nigga. So I don't know how that's going to work out as an artist if he gets not guilty. Can he still thrive as an artist with being a known pedo and then a potential murderer and just got off not guilty?
And that was kind of my next question, because we don't know specifically the cause of death. At this point, we know the state at which her body was found, sadly, but then we also don't know what the charges specifically he's going to face. How much may we learn, knowing how much in LA and in California when it comes to, I think of a state like Florida, and you can find the probable cause document online. How much might we learn on Monday if that's when he's arraigned on something?
Well, I think we're going to learn a lot. Obviously, the nature of the charges. So you have first-degree intentional murder, you have special circumstances, you have second-degree murder, you have manslaughter if it's an accident. Obviously, there might be charges related to moving the body. Are there going to be potential sex charges? I mean, I think that would be obviously very important. I mean, again, we're just guessing right now.
Sure.
There's no death penalty here in California. There's been a moratorium. We haven't had an execution in 20 years. So don't expect to see the death penalty regardless of what the charges are. But again, first degree intentional premeditated murder, special circumstances, if there's any type of enhancements, that's all going to be very telling. And look, it's just a matter of days before this evidence comes out.
And when you think about moving past Monday, and again, this has been a case that has developed, it feels like very slowly, and very much under wraps outside of the reporting that we've seen. Like after Monday, depending on what the charges are, like what does the timeline potentially look like for a prosecution of David?
Well, it's going to move quickly. And obviously, it's David's right to a speedy trial. And typically, what you see is the defense waives their right. They want to get the discovery, they want to get all the evidence. So, what is typical is the defendant will waive time. That means they'll review the discovery and they'll see how they can challenge this case. Now, if you're looking at murders, and again, I'm assuming this is a murder case because he's being held without bond. I mean, typically, you have three types of defenses. One, it wasn't me, right? So you got finger pointing, it was an accident, or I didn't intend to do it, right? So something happened that was something less than murder, or some sort of self-defense. Now, obviously, Celeste Rivas, by all accounts, is a pretty small young girl. I would be surprised if there's a self-defense argument, just like Nick Reiner, right?
Self-defense. A 14-year-old? What? Like, come on, man. Now, here's been a theory, and it's not too far-fetched. There's been a theory within this case where they were saying, what if maybe they were doing drugs, or she was doing drugs and overdosed and died, and he panicked and didn't know what to do and tried to hide the body, get rid of the body to hide the fact that, one, he was messing with a young girl, two, she overdosed and died in front of him, and how is that going to look, a young girl under 18 doing drugs with him and overdose? Like, you know what I mean? That could be a theory. I don't know. We don't know. What was the motive if it was just straight up murder? What was the motive for the murder? Maybe they got it all together. Maybe they figured it out, and they're going to present that. So I guess we'll find out as this unravels.
Surprised if you see self-defense in that type of case, his parents are a lot older, they're in their bedrooms. But typically, if you're seeing like what is the defense going to argue, they either argue identity, they argue intent, wasn't premeditated, it was an accident, something along those lines. It was manslaughter, heat of passion, legal insanity. You start attacking intent, or you start putting up some legal defense like self-defense. But again, I would be very surprised if it were self-defense in this case.
And I know we were talking about Neil Langston just a short time ago, but you think about witnesses in this case and who may have already talked to law enforcement, what type of information that law enforcement may have. We don't know what those conversations were like, but what are those conversations typically like in a general sense as a prosecutor when you have someone who might be a friend of David, might be a friend of someone who's now going to face some pretty serious charges, about getting that person in line with what you want as a prosecutor?
Nah. Y'all know who's going to solve it. We watch a lot of reactions, y'all. And who is the number one, aside from Ring cameras and cameras, when it comes to solving crimes on these reaction videos? It's going to be an old lady that was in the window. It's going to be an old lady that cracked this shit. Watch. If they don't got nothing on camera, it's going to be a next-door neighbor, an old lady that know. Man, them old people can see through walls, bro. They know everything that be going on the block, who's doing what cars pulled up, what time they was yelling, what did they hear. But old people cold.
Well, you know, Chris, I sort of cut my teeth on drug trafficking cases, and when you're dealing with any criminal organization, and I'm not saying David's entourage is a criminal organization, but what you want to do is you want to lean on the less culpable people in the organization. Maybe someone was, for instance, giving Celeste Rivas drugs, you know, maybe someone wasn't involved in the murder, but they had access to the Tesla. It seems like a lot of people did. What you want to do is lean on them and make sure they flip against the most culpable person in the organization. It's really prosecution 101. And what makes some of these charges strong, let's say you have a conspiracy charge, conspiracy to commit murder. You can really have nothing to do with actual murder, but if you're engaged in overt acts and furtherance of the conspiracy, and let's say it's some larger conspiracy, let's say it's a trafficking conspiracy, well, the next thing you know, you could be substantively on the hook for Celeste Rivas's death, even if you didn't actually kill her. So there's a lot of potential time that other individuals may be facing as co-conspirators, accessories, if they're aiding and abetting. And what you want to do is lean on them, make sure to get the information you want, make sure it's truthful, make sure they're going to cooperate. That's what that grand jury is for, testifying before the grand jury. Lock them in, so that way when you move forward against the principal, the person that you think is the most liable, the most culpable, seems like it's David here, that you have those witnesses locked in, because otherwise, guess what? They're going to be the next people to be charged and arrested.
Yeesh.
And then just lastly, I mean, I'm sure for whether you're a detective on this case or a prosecutor who's been, kind of watching the evidence come in and you're thinking about what the charges could be, emotionally, what is the moment like tonight, knowing that David is now in custody and you've hit a new level in this investigation in this case?
Yeah, certainly for law enforcement and the prosecution, I think there is going to be this burden lifted because, again, there have been folks like me. I've been very critical of law enforcement. I said, what's going on? This doesn't make any sense to me. Why hasn't an arrest been made? If it's not David, who is responsible for this? So,
Hey, imagine being the father of Celeste going through all this right now, knowing that your daughter ran away. Because you got to remember, she was gone for a year. She left April the year before, and everybody was discovered September the following year. She was gone for a year and a half, damn near damn near. And being a father, and then finding out this is the nigga she was with. He's a famous artist. You know what I mean? And he hasn't been charged, and he's still out right now. He's still free. All this time, he's been free for 6 months. Since his name came up, since she was found in his car, since it was exposed, he's the guy that she was staying with and with since she's been gone. Because the family filed like a missing report. Remember, they filed a missing report, so she was confirmed missing. And then they find my daughter. My daughter's dead, and the nigga who she was with is still alive, and he's out. I'm surprised the dad didn't try to get to this nigga, man, and take his head off. He's been out for 6 months. Damn.
I think there is that relief, but now the real work starts because now you have a lawyer on the other side, and David has money and he's already lawyered up. At least that's my understanding. That's going to fight this tooth and nail. And because there's no death penalty in California, and because you're not going to give a discount on this case, you're not going to give David, if he really was involved in sort of recruiting or enticing this girl, potentially kidnapping her and killing her, are you going to give him anything less than life? So there's no real deal to be had here. There's no death penalty to take off the table. So this is the type of case that's very likely going to go all the way to jury trial. That's just the reality of it. So, but if you're talking about the people that I've been thinking of, it has to be Celeste Rivas's family. I can't imagine what they've been going through all these years. Your young girl goes missing and then she's found dead and you really don't have answers. So hopefully the family can finally get some answers for everything that they've suffered through.
That's crazy.
No, very well put. Former federal prosecutor Nima Rahmani, president of West Coast Trial Lawyers. Big breaking news tonight out of Los Angeles. Thank you as always for being with us on Long Crime.
Of course, Chris. Thanks for having me as always.
All right, just before we go, I just want to reiterate this news once again and what we know at this point. We know that David has been arrested in connection to the murder, and murder is the word that is being used here by the Los Angeles Police Department in connection to the murder of Celeste Rivas. And this is key, as he's being held without bond right now. We don't know what charges he's going to face, but this case will be presented to the district attorney's office in LA on Monday, and we'll continue to follow this closely.
Yeah, man. Golly. Sad situation, man. Rest in peace to that young girl, Celeste. Rest in peace to that young girl, Celeste, man. And I hope the family get closure on that one. That's a sad situation. Gone at a young age, 14, missing for a year and a half, and then to be found dead. And in the fashion that she was found dead. Like in the trunk of a car, decomposing and decapitated. It's like, oh, as a parent, that would crush a nigga. Like, what? Hearing that your child was found in the trunk of a car and decapitated and decomposing, and it's like, oh, that gotta be crushing, man. I gotta be crushing. I mean, I believe she had a brother too, right? Had a brother. Like, I know that shit gotta be. Yeah, I know people gonna say, oh, the family didn't care. I know I done seen that narrative too, but it's like, nah, y'all can't say that, man. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. You can't say what if they cared or not. I mean, I would think they put out missing report shit, nigga. I mean, they didn't know where she was at. Even though on fucking what's the shit? Reddit. They on Reddit saying the shit. They know that's his girlfriend. They know she with him. They doing lives. I don't know, man. It's weird. This is one of those situations where we're gonna have to wait and hear all the facts, because I feel like that's what they was doing, trying not to spoil anything. They had to be, because it felt like LAPD didn't care, but I'm going to say that they did care. They just didn't want to jeopardize any details and facts they had and trigger anybody to run, or because I don't know. This doesn't give like one person responsible. Somebody had to know. Somebody else had to be either in on it or had to know. There's no way nobody else knew that he just got this off. If it was him, that he just got this off, didn't tell a soul, and everybody like, the girl, mind you, the girl is with him for a year and a half. All of a sudden, she's no longer there. That would raise some questions, right? If you're somebody that's around him all the time. Hey, where's Celeste at? Where's Celeste at? Hey, we ain't saw her. Hey, we finna go on tour. We gonna notice you ain't talking to her on the phone. You ain't do. It's gonna be like you gonna pick up on shit your homie ain't doing. Like, you know, you probably not think she's dead, but you would definitely ask, and it got to be somebody he told. Like, hey man, look, you know what I mean? I guarantee it. It's all gonna come out, man. We gonna find out. Let's see what happens, man. We'll keep you updated on this as the updates roll out. You feel me? Let me know what y'all think really happened, man. Is he responsible? Do y'all think he's responsible? Let's find out, man. I'm gonna give y'all 2 seconds to smash a like, and as always, get ready for the next reaction. All right, y'all. That's gonna be. I don't know. This case is kind of crazy. It's like, it's definitely a head scratcher case, man. It's like, what is going on? Because they haven't shared much details, and then like just looking at his music videos, like you're definitely judging a book from its cover with this situation. A lot of people are judging a book from its cover. Like, nigga, like your videos, caskets at your show, like you fucking infatuated with death. It don't seem too far-fetched that it could be him, but all right, listen, we're going to find out who it is as this case rolls out. All right? So now, man, we're going to pick up where we left off on Tuesday, and we're going to finish these reactions, man. We're going to finish these reactions from Tuesday. Shout out to everybody who was tuned in Tuesday night, man. Appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? We did get zapped if you just tuned in right now. And everybody like, what happens? Listen, I need y'all to understand. If you guys are watching an episode and it suddenly ends, you don't have to ask, what happened? By now, you should know we got zapped. You know what I mean? We got tased. The Taser gang got tased, man. We got zapped by YouTube. So if it just suddenly ends, boom, we got tased. Wait 48 hours, and I'll be back. I'll be back. 48 hours, all right? So, all right, let's get it going, man. Let's pick up on, these are some of Tuesday's reactions, so we're going to get it going. I really wanted to see this one Tuesday based off the title. And this was, let's see, hold on, let me pull up the Discord. And who submitted this one right here? This title is hilarious. All right, let me see, select the reactions. This was submitted by Raphael from the 229. Raphael from the 229, all right. So, yeah. Let's go.
And then what I want you to do is...
Hold on. Let's load this one up. All right. All right, y'all. We back with another reaction right here on ABP Reactions. And right now, we finna see what happens when a Sam's Club employee steals over $100K and blows it on gold chains. Let's go.
And then what I want you to do is place your hands behind your back.
This Sam's Club employee had been stealing from the store for months, and when finally caught, even she was shocked at the amount she had stolen so far.
You'd be shocked that it was over $100,000? Okay.
On May 5th, 2023, officers responded to a Sam's Club on Southwest Gatlin Boulevard for a report of employee theft. The store manager told police they had uncovered a months-long fraud scheme involving one of their own workers, Keandra Breland.
Good, how are you? No, you're good. What's going on?
You got to be a dumb motherfucker to steal from your job, spend it all on gold chains, and then wear the gold chains to work. Why the fuck is you in the goddamn Walmart looking like Ricky Rose? Man, take them goddamn chains off, fool.
What, manager? John.
So I've got the associate upstairs with my market asset protection manager and one other manager.
Who the hell is this Chili Pepper?
How long was this theft over?
Like 6 months probably.
So it's 200,000.
100,000.
It's 100,000.
Yeah, that we know of.
100 bands.
We've got video and everything.
Of every incident or no?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
What, may I ask what he was stealing?
So it's actually faulty refunds. So they were doing refunds at the register and overriding. So she had another supervisor's codes.
Okay.
And would do override and like.
Man, you supposed to quit. You passed for 100K at Walmart? Nigga, I'm out of here.
For friends or?
No, herself. She would load it on a card right there. You watch the video.
Yeah.
She does the transaction, does it for $3,000.
So it's 100,000.
Yeah.
Wow.
My market manager will be able to give you like the specific. He's the one who did the.
Do you know her name and stuff or no?
Keandra.
How do you spell it?
Keondra.
Keondra.
Breland. Breland.
You don't know her date of birth or anything like that,
No,
right?
I can get it for you.
Is she a female? She's
Yeah,
a female.
female.
White, black, Hispanic?
Black.
So she's being cooperative? Like, does she know law enforcement's?
I don't think.
What does she think is going to happen? But she's cooperative with you guys?
Why is this nigga panicking so? What's up with bruh? Why is he dressed? Is it like Halloween or something? Why is he dressed like this?
Yeah, I don't think she realizes the seriousness of it quite yet. How, I don't know. But I've been in this club since January, and I'm trying to figure out why I was missing so much stuff, man. And finally start digging into it, and then that's when I.
So it looks like returns, right? Like a return of $3,000,
yeah, so
whatever.
She just price override it, but no merchandise actually gets exchanged. And then she just loaded on different credit cards and debit cards. There's nobody else there in the video on some of those. So,
on her own personal debit card?
I don't know whose debit card it is. I don't think so, because it's different numbers every time. So
every time it's different numbers?
Well, there's various numbers when we say that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the membership cost nowadays?
$50 for regular membership, 110 for plus.
What does the plus do?
You get cash rewards, so like if you shop with us enough, your membership basically pays for itself.
That's why I'm a
I go,
BJ's
Brandon.
man.
Oh, come on, man.
Yeah.
This guy's alright. I don't know about him now.
You shop here, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, they got nice stuff in here, dude.
Bro, you know how bold you gotta be to be taking $3,000 at a time from your job? $3,000 at a time. You're not even trying to be discreet at this point. The fact that you're taking $3,000 at a time and now it's at a total sum of 100 racks means you was so fucking comfortable that you was going in there not giving a fuck. 3,000 at a time. Like, you was literally, what was you doing with the money besides like gold chains? You was doing it up back in the projects.
Soon afterwards, the officers were led to the suspect, who most likely already knew what was coming for her.
Hello.
Come on in.
Hello. How are you? What's your name?
Kiki.
Kiki? With 2 Ks?
Oh,
No,
Kiki.
Oh. I was gonna sit here, but this is
I know, dude. I'm
miniature. No, I'll sit here. That's okay.
sorry. Take the leg over.
Oh. Where are you from?
Indian Town.
Indian Town? That's where you currently live?
No, I stay in Fort Pierce.
Okay. How long you work here?
This year will make 3 years.
Okay.
Damn.
That's not bad.
3 years taxing their ass.
I'm John, by the way. Or Officer Laviano. Whichever you prefer. Do you know why we're here?
Yes.
You think? Okay. I'm not going to ask you any questions or anything like that. I'm going to wait and see what we got and everything else, and then we can kind of go from there. Okay? I tell you this, no one's here to mistreat you. It is what it is at this point, right? So as long as you stay compliant, and it is what it is, right? Your reason behind it is your reason, and we'll decipher that down the road. If you want to talk to me about that, you're more than welcome to. All right? Is this your first job working here, or yeah?
Hold on, man. You got 100 bands. What the fuck type of shoes are those? Oh my God. What are those? You got 100 bands. You coming to work in a goddamn... Them ain't Kanye's. What is those? The Sam Yays. The Sam Club Yays right there, man. What is those?
You got kids?
2
Boys? Girls?
girl.
They stay with you in Fort Pierce? Do you have your ID on you or no?
No, it's not.
Okay, not a big deal. Your first name is Keandra.
Keandra. K-O-N-D-R-A.
D-R-A?
D-R-A.
D-R-A, okay. Middle name? And then last name is Breland.
B-R-E-L-E-N-D.
Do you have anything on you that you shouldn't?
No.
Okay. I know it sounds silly. Could you, no scissors or anything like that?
No.
Okay, could you stand up for me, please?
Oh, yeah.
You're good. I'll get that. So,
You're going to jail.
can you remove your vest for me without exposing yourself, obviously? You can take it off.
Take it off.
Yep.
Bro, look how many gold chains she got on. God. She is out of pocket. What is you doing? Look how many gold chains she got on that work.
Your chains. Can you pull up your chains?
Yeah.
No. Don't expose yourself. I'm sorry. I want to be clear. Without exposing yourself, pull up your chains so I can just make sure that...
Ain't no fucking way. Nigga, is that the fucking Jesus piece Jay-Z had? Nigga, where the fuck? Look, bro, why are you coming to Sam's Club with these big-ass chains on? She's really Delulu.
Nothing. Very good. And then turn around for me. Okay. I'm going to ask you to take the right pocket there. Take whatever's out of the right pocket and your cell phone, please. And then if you could, without overly exposing yourself, just lift up the back of your shirt for me. Thank you. Spin, 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 spin. Thank you. Thank you. Keep spinning.
Oh.
Okay. Thank you. And then what I want you to do is place your hands behind your back, like you're praying, so to speak. Backwards.
I swear to God, dog. I love my people, man. I love my people, but goddamn, man. Goddamn, man. What are you doing? My nigga, you supposed to be low key. You supposed to be off the radar. You don't supposed to look like you're stealing $3,000 from the job every week. You're coming to work on a Sam's Club budget looking like Nostradamus. You know what I mean? Looking like Nas in this motherfucker. Like, what are you doing? Why do you wear all these chains, big Jesus pieces? What type of car y'all think she got? What type of car do you think she pulled up to work in, y'all?
You're good.
Sorry.
You're good. I'm not trying to get your hair all gross, you know what I mean? All right. Let me double lock them, okay, so they don't tighten up on you.
You already have this working?
What? I do not know. I'm sorry. Is this all your stuff?
Yes.
Brush and all that. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get a bag, okay? This way it's all cheap.
Look at this shit, dog. Look at this shit right here, bro. You cannot make this up. Ooh. This is like the goofiest shit in the world, bro. I swear to God.
Okay. You know what's going on? Right now you're under arrest, okay? So I'm going to bring you back to the station. The detective's going to talk to you from there, and then we'll go from there. I'll probably be with you the majority of the day.
Hey, what if she's an artist? What if she got like a mixtape or something? Like, what if she like a poppin' artist out there in Indiana town, wherever she's from? Because why would you have this many chains on as a female? Hey, ladies, ladies, can I ask y'all a question? Why would you go to Sam's Club, working at Sam's Club with this many chains on? Like, this gives like somebody who's a local rapper in their city and they're trying to like, you know what I mean, look the part. It makes no sense to wear that many chains to work.
So you're going to have to deal with me. All right? So we'll be good. If you need anything, just let somebody know, too. You can go to the bathroom. Not necessarily now, but like I said, no one's going to treat you bad or anything like that, all right?
Send some too. 878-4881. Or is that her stuff?
Yeah. That's
You going down, Kiki? Damn.
an armband?
No, for my hair.
Do you want me to see if I can get you some tacos for lunch or what? No? Okay.
That's his info.
Manager, okay. All right.
Nah, she needs to headbutt this snitch ass nigga right here. He snitched on you, bruh. Look, don't take that chili pepper hat off. Put it back on, bitch. Headbutt that nigga before you walk out, Kiki.
We got to be very careful going down the stairs, all right? I don't want any accidents.
Okay.
All right?
I got it.
Hold on one second. Let me go a little bit before you. You know what? Looking back on this, I kind of did this messed up. I'll take the hit on this because I probably should have. They have pizza oven. Right over here. Sit your bottom first and then just watch your head.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry. We can't afford the cushions. Good? All right.
I can't stop laughing at these goddamn chains, man. All right, how much time do you think? Let's do early assumptions. Early predictions. How much time do y'all think Kiki is finna get for this, man? Goddamn, Kiki. You only been there 3 years. And you already done hit the company for $100K? That is some nigga shit. You are too comfortable. $100K in 3 years, like they're not gonna notice that?
Loss prevention investigators provided police with transaction records, surveillance images, and a written statement. Investigators identified 36 fraudulent transactions between February and April 2023. In the end, the total loss amounted to more than $103,000.
Nigga, that was in less than a year? Nigga, she fucking crazy. I thought it was over a span of 3 years. She did that shit all in a couple months.
Once Brayland had been taken into custody, the detectives were ready to begin their work.
Each of these that I just read them to you?
Yes.
Okay, you want to have a discussion with us? Got to verbalize.
I don't really understand much because I've never been in trouble, so I.
Okay, well, what I'm asking you is, you want to talk about why you're here today? And the manager and...
Yeah, he was already up there, and he went to talking, and he told me about why I did what I did, and I told him.
Well, what did he tell you? I'm a kind of a detail guy. I mean, clearly he brought you in and said, we got a problem, right? What problem did he tell you that he had?
About me refunding, why not so long to help family out, even though I never benefited from it.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. So now you're going to say you was taking the money to help your family and you never benefited with 15 chains on your neck, you never benefited from it? You fucking crazy, bro. Come on, damn it. I literally thought it was over a span of 3 years. This girl, you made the scene hot. How the fuck you take $100K in like 5-6 months? What was the fuck was you going through? You got too greedy, man. That's the problem. Niggas get too greedy and they get too comfortable and they start thinking they can just do this shit whenever they want to do it. She got too comfortable, man.
So I don't know the whole specifics of this whole thing. To be honest with you, I was at breakfast. So they called me up and asked me to come in and speak to you and to check Valentine. So you were refunding, taking the product, or were you just getting the SKUs and writing the SKUs?
Yeah.
Running the SKUs? Okay.
I wasn't taking.
So you didn't actually take the TV. Oh, that's good, though. That's good, because if you actually were taking the stuff, then that would be a bigger issue. Good. So you were taking the SKUs off the thing, and you were going over. What's your position at the store?
Cashier.
Cashier. So you would have access to return stuff. Okay. And where did you do this in the store? I don't really know how the store is made up.
Membership desk.
Oh, okay. So you'd be at the membership desk, you'd get the SKUs, you'd ring it up and do it as a return? And now to do that, what would you have to do? Because I just know that when I return stuff, you have to call a manager over to do something. How does that work?
Yeah.
Or do you have the ability to go in and do it on your own? You could, or you have to call a manager?
No, the supervisors,
Was a supervisor in on it?
it requires an override.
Is that like a number?
Yeah.
And is that number assigned to each supervisor?
The number that's signed to,
And how did you get that number?
Oh.
just by them overriding, and I,
Watching them? Yeah. Well, that's typically how people. What manager did you get it from?
Oh.
not a manager, they're supervisors.
What supervisor did you get it from?
Paola.
Who?
Paola.
Paola? Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
You friends with Paola, or?
I mean, not friends, but I talk to her a lot. Not like that outside of work, just.
Did she give you the number, or did you
No,
you just saw her do the number
No,
and took
just
it?
by me regularly being at the register.
Okay.
The override requires a lot, so that's part of their job, overriding it. So they do it around us a lot.
But you had the knowledge to go ahead and how to do that, right?
I saw.
Because you saw what they were doing.
Yeah, I saw their number. Now.
So Paola wasn't involved in any of this? It's just you?
They trying to get her to snitch on Paola. Y'all think Paola got something to do with this?
Okay. So, you said TVs. I saw the list. There's a bunch of different. How long has this been going on?
Not long, like 2 months.
2 months? And when you would do the returns of the money, where did the money go?
To relatives being stupid.
Well, yeah, but don't you have to, and I'm just speaking from my experience in doing these kind of things, don't you have to, like, give them a card or something like that to put the money on? Whose card were you putting the money on?
On debit cards.
On your debit card?
No, I wasn't getting from it. No.
Whose debit cards were you putting on?
Not from my relatives.
What's that?
Huh?
Relatives.
So they would give you a debit card and you would put money on it for them?
Oh my God, she finna take down her family now. So you just implemented your family giving their cards to you to do that for them. Oh, nah. Was that coming up there and giving you the cards, or was you taking the cards to work? Damn, she just iced her family.
So there's a different debit card for every transaction?
Not many.
Okay. Were they aware of what you were doing?
Not religious.
Well, they kind of had to be aware, right? Because they were getting money on their account, right?
Oh.
So they would kind of have to know.
Iced them.
Unless you were explaining something to them. Did you tell them what was going on?
No, they just knew I was just helping them when they was in need, and I've always been genuine and had a big heart, so.
Well, I get it.
Damn,
Family
iced
first,
them.
right?
They all finna be in trouble. Oh.
Do you have an approximate idea how much money that you did this, or how many items to a total? Does over $100,000 seem about right? Because those are the transactions that they're supposedly have pulled up. Did they tell you that?
No, I didn't. No.
Well, you might be surprised though, because what TVs are $1,500 or whatever a piece. It can kind of add up pretty quick, right? If you did 100 TVs. No.
You know what I'm interested in knowing? If they could go back and ask the employees or pull up on camera, when did she start wearing this many gold chains to work? Like, did it start happening after the money started disappearing? She started coming in every week with more and more gold on. She got like a gold addiction. And she started coming with more and more gold on every week. Like, how much, if they wouldn't have caught you today, how much more gold would you have added to that neck of yours right there? Like, how many necklaces until you said, all right, this is enough to come to Walmart, to, what the fuck is that, Sam's Club with?
No.
So you'd be shocked that it was over $100,000?
Yes, I would, because, no, I would be shocked.
Okay. Anybody else in the store doing this that you know of, or did anybody else teach you this? When you're being truthful to us, if there's other people that are doing it, they're gonna find out.
We talk about, we don't know what the other person's gonna say when we find them. So the last thing you want is them to try to
sit there and say,
you.
yeah, sit there and say, you know, she's the one that told me how to do this, and, you know. So I just looking at you, I can tell there's other people that are doing this that you know. Who are those people?
No.
Just my years of doing this, I can see you do have a big heart. I can see you're struggling right now. But there clearly is more than one person that's doing this. And that's what I'm trying to say to you is you don't want to get yourself jammed up for stuff or transactions that you didn't do. If somebody else is doing those transactions, those are the ones that they need to be held accountable for their actions, right? And so that's why we're asking you this question. Because as they go through and they pull this data, they're just going to attach it to the person that it belongs to.
Do y'all think she's about to tell? They're trying to get her to fold right now and roll over and say, who else is helping? This can't be you by yourself. Somebody's in on it. Who is in on it with you up there at the office?
Well, I'm only responsible for my action.
I agree, but your person that talked you into doing this is also needs
what
to.
everybody else is doing, you know.
No, but you said there was somebody that taught you this. And they taught you something that they shouldn't have taught you, right? And now you're going to experience a consequence for that, right?
I mean, also, I don't know if this person was forcing you to give you some cut of it because they're teaching you how to do this and explaining how to do X, Y, and Z. And I'm gonna be honest with you, we're gonna look into all the bank records. So if it's going to this other individual, it's gonna look a lot worse for you.
Oh,
all right?
man.
And if it's coming back to yourself as well, you're telling us that you're not taking any portion of it.
They're trying to bait you. They're trying to bait you.
It just doesn't look good. All right? So this is your time to tell us exactly what happened.
Nope.
It's the only thing that's going to help you.
Nope.
So it's not about snitching. This is about making sure that you're only liable for what you did.
Don't fall for it.
So clearly it's somebody who works at the store. Was it a supervisor? Just another cashier?
Don't say yes. Don't say yes.
Well, it'd have to be a cashier, right? Because they would are the only ones that had access to it. Right?
Listen, I don't know what I'm getting myself into. I've never been in trouble, but I don't want to talk anymore.
There you go.
I'm sorry.
No.
Ask for a lawyer. Get you a lawyer. She don't know what to say. She said, I don't want to talk anymore. Just say, hey, I want to talk to a lawyer. I need my lawyer. Get you a lawyer. And most importantly,
shut your bitch ass up!
Yeah, they try to get you with that good cop, bad cop bullshit.
That's fine.
That's fine. I'm not really,
That's fine. Not a problem.
sorry.
So, I'm just going to tell you what they're going to be charging you with, just so that you're aware of it.
Salute to her, man.
They're going to be charging you with the grand theft. And since you've never been in trouble before, so grand theft is theft of anything of $750 or more. But because they're showing a loss of $135,000, I think it is, you're going to be charged with that.
Oh.
So that's first degree felony. And then you're going to get charged with scheme to defraud. And that's over $100,000 too, so that's another first degree felony. And then theft of personal identification. And that's a third degree felony. All right? So the officer's going to type up his affidavit, and he'll get it all done, and then they'll transport you up. If at any time, I'll give you my card before you leave. If at any time you want to kind of, set yourself free with mentally,
Absolutely.
you can give me a call.
Absolutely.
He said it. You want to get ahead of this. That's what you want to do. All right?
Thank you.
All right.
All right, salute to her. Salute to her, man. Who else is like me and thought she was finna give in? I thought they almost had her. I thought they had her. I was like, ooh, she for the crack. She for the crack. And then once she completely shut up and she wasn't responding, I said, oh, yeah, they ain't got her. She gonna hold it down. She gonna hold it down.
According to investigators and the suspect's admittance, Brayland would take items from inside the store, then process fake returns and send the refund money onto her own debit cards and cards belonging to family members. She also mentioned she used a manager's ID pin without permission to complete the transactions, but when asked whether anyone else helped her, she refused to answer. Instead, she invoked her rights to a lawyer, and the interview ended. Sam's Club confirmed they wanted criminal charges fully pursued, and eventually, the suspect was charged with grand theft over $100,000 scheme to defraud over $100,000 theft of personal identification.
Damn, all right. Damn. They didn't say how much time she got or nothing like that, man, but... You know, Kiki held it down, man. Kiki held it down. We are living in a time where everybody's telling, you know what I'm saying? Take notes, Gucci man. Take notes. That's how you're supposed to do it, Gucci. You know what I mean? Just shut your bitch ass up.
Shut your bitch ass up!
You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, Condora didn't fold. Clearly, they had her for a second, though. She damn near was like, yeah, giving those vibes like somebody else was in on it. I felt like she was finna, when they said, is it a manager? She said, no. I thought she was finna say it's a coworker, an employee. And then she just went completely silent. And I was like, whoo. I think she thought about it, though. I definitely think she thought about it for a second. But I know. She looked like she's a hood chick. Clearly, she looked like she's a hood chick. She probably still living in the hood, still, like, you know what I mean? And she know what come with that. I think she was well aware. Cameras is rolling in here. And this shit is going to smut my name. This shit is going to get out. And I ain't going out like that. So I'm going to take whatever charges come with this shit. Fuck it. Thug life. You know what I mean? Let me know what y'all think about this situation. What would you have done if it was you? Come clean. Would you have told to get less charges? No, I'll mess with y'all. I'm going to give y'all 2 seconds to smash the like. And as always, get ready for the next reaction. Yeah, shout out to Kiki, man. Kiki held it the fuck down, man. Shout out my boy Dolphin Splash. I see you, big dog. Kicksiders in this motherfucker. Shout out to all the Kicksiders up in here, man. You feel me? We gonna jump on Kick, hopefully, if I got, let's see it. Right now, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling great. You know what I mean? If I'm still feeling good, feeling great, by the time we got 7 reactions, that's 2. We got 5 more to go. I'm gonna go ahead and do an hour on the DJ shit. Or I might just jump on to an early morning breakfast. Early morning coffee and breakfast vibes. I don't know. Let's see how I'm feeling, man. Let's keep it going, though, y'all. We up in this thing. Shout out to everybody. Make sure you get you a membership. If you don't got a membership, make sure you gift a membership. All that good shit, man. All that good shit. Let's see who's holding it down right now, though. Dave-O 412 is still in first place on your monkey ass. Y'all can't get him out of first place, huh? Okay, Spider-Man, I see them moved up the ranks. Spider-Man out the mud. Okay, out the mud is on this motherfucker. DZ baby, still holding it down. Spider-Man done moved up the ranks from the 206s here. Cushed out Joe, I see you. My boy Papa E. Papa E is in the building. Shout out to the Bagman. Shout out to the Bagman. Thank you for being a member for 3 months. He said, shout out to the Taser gang. We going up tonight. That's a fact, man. That's a fact. You know what I mean? Hey, make sure y'all go to Discord. Check out the meals of the day with this nigga Papa E, man. He dropping meals in there. He letting y'all see what's going on in Papa E's kitchen, man. If y'all want to get caught up, let's see what Papa E got going, man. Papa E, let's see what you got going, man. Meal of the day. This is Papa E's meal of the day, y'all.
Feel me? Good chicken on a chip.
Papa E, what you got going right here, man? Let the people know, man. If y'all want to hire Papa E to come cook at your shit, tap in with him, man. Yeah, my boy got lemon butt. Is that lemon butt? That's lemon butt on there, man. I'll see you, big dog. Shout out Papa E, man. Boy got that lemon butt on there. All right, man. Let's do it up. Let's do it up. let's keep this shit going. Shout out to everybody. We got about 5 more to go. I feel like we got good ones so far tonight, man. I'm loving this. This was the leftovers from Tuesday. So, you know, that one right there, I wanted to watch it on Tuesday night, and it was the next one up. And I got clipped right at the end of that last reaction. I was going to watch this one next. I got clipped, man. I was hot. I'm like, damn, I really want to see this one. That's a funny ass title. So let's see this right here. I'm weary of anything with guns in it tonight. I'm trying like not to go back to back zap and get zapped right again after getting zapped Tuesday. So I'm weary of the gun ones, man. But let's see. Let's go to drug dealer tries to run over police. Hopefully. Right. All right, let's get it. Shit. Ah, damn. Hold on. All right, y'all. We back with another reaction right here on ABP Reactions. And right now, we finna see what happens when a suspect tries to run over the police. A drug dealer at that. Let's go.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. You got your driver's license on you?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
Yeah.
Where's it at?
Right here. The owner of this car, though, lives in Florida. I can get him on the phone for you.
Okay.
No problem.
All right. Well, I'm Deputy Davis, Lance County Sheriff's Office. The reason why I'm stopping you is you failed to maintain your lane out there on the interstate.
I was in an argument.
Hey, what the hell is going on with this nigga nose? Why his nose look like somebody was munching on that shit?
And, like, it quickly ended. I'm sorry about that.
What is that? Why does his nose look like that, y'all? What the fuck? Can somebody explain that?
Okay.
I just, like, I'm on my way to my grandma's house because she's about to have open heart surgery.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm just, like, really worked up because my grandma and me, like, we're best friends, and I'm just freaking out.
Okay, are you traveling by yourself, or?
Well, my mom and my niece are over there in that blue car.
Okay, where are y'all going to right here?
Right here, just the Dollar General. My niece had to pee.
Okay. And whose vehicle is this?
This is my boyfriend Ron's car.
Your boyfriend's car?
Yeah.
And how long are y'all going to be in Florida?
I don't know. I mean, well, he lives in Florida, so I'm like going to be there for a few weeks. But my mom and them will probably be down at my grandma's for like a week.
Hey, yo!
Hang tight for me just a second. We good? Yeah? No, not yet. Said he was in an argument. His niece had to pee, going to Florida for open heart surgery. His grandmother. But let me talk to you just a second. Oh, you went that far. But everything's okay with you? You're not having a medical emergency or nothing like that, are you?
I'm just worried about my grandma, and she's like 85 now. Sorry, I got my boyfriend on the phone because I didn't know if you needed to talk to him about the car.
No, I don't need to talk to him. But there's nothing illegal in your...
Maybe his boyfriend was biting his nose. Because I can't explain this nose thing. And it's really, I don't know. And what's going on with bruh right here, man? You need a bigger uniform, bro. This is out of pocket how you looking right now, man. Come on, man. You out of pocket and he out of pocket.
Or anything like that, that's not why you're nervous or anything.
No, I'm just nervous because, like, you know, my niece is right there, and I'm just trying to get down to my boyfriend and my grandma.
Okay.
I'm just freaking.
Well, you never answered my question. There's nothing illegal in your vehicle, is there?
Just a little bit of pot.
That's what I thought. Step on out.
You admitted to it, stupid.
Undo your seatbelt and step on out.
God, I'm about to go to jail.
Please put the car in park and step out. Don't make this worse than what it is. Put the
Am
car.
I going to jail?
No, if you put the car in park and get out, it'll be fine.
What I'm saying, I don't have a warrant or anything?
Hey, hang up the goddamn phone. There's nothing your butt buddy could do for you, buddy.
Get out of the car.
Please, sir. What?
Get out of the car, sir.
Can't do it.
You're fixing to wind up in jail. Get out of the vehicle. Put the car in park, please. Bud, your car's not...
Hit the gas. Hit the gas.
Take off or you really will mess up.
Hit the gas.
Put the car in park.
Hit the gas. Oh, he's out of here.
There it goes.
Let's go.
Get out of the car. Get out of the car now.
Oh,
give me 2, 3. Get out of the
let's
car.
go.
Out of the car.
Out of the car.
Get out of the car. Brett, back up some, bud.
I got eyes on it.
Okay.
I got eyes
Out of
on
the
it.
car.
Get out of the car.
Out of the car.
Driver, get out of the vehicle. Get out of the vehicle now. Driver, get out of the vehicle now.
Out of the car.
Put your
Out of
hands
the
up.
car.
Get out of the vehicle now. Sir, put your hands up and get out of the vehicle now.
Put the car apart.
I'm trying to sort it out right now. Sir, get out of the vehicle now.
Put the car
Put the car apart now, Brett. Hold tight just a second.
Uh-oh. 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 Oh! 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 Oh!
He almost hit me.
Nigga, this shit like some GTA shit, nigga. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. We got a high-speed rainbow.
Go. I can't with you. You make it out? Yes, I got hurt.
Get out of the car.
Well, guys, she's in the parking lot. He's headed back towards the intersection.
I may have got him with the spikes.
Clouds, we're southbound on the interstate.
Let's go.
Whoever's in front of me, go ahead and move up the way. Let me take lead.
I will as soon as I get a chance.
Boy, I dodged Durango. Get out of the car. Oh, he out of there. Why is he swerving? He about to kill himself. Oh, his tires his tires hit the goddamn spike strip.
Back right tire that's bent where I'll take contact with the
Fast check up top. Where are the 9 southbound speeds about 100 miles an hour?
Let's go ahead and give him some units at the file with some more strips.
This is about to end bad, y'all. I'm calling it right now. This is about to end bad. He's going to lose control for sure.
Go ahead, too.
Oh, my God.
Go ahead and take him out. He's all over the road. He's like 10 feet from each other.
Pit maneuver coming up. Pit maneuver. Here it comes.
Take him now. We got traffic on, buddy.
Go ahead. Right now will be the perfect time. Pit maneuver. Go ahead. Hit that nigga, man. Stop being scary.
Every time I try to pull up next to him, he's trying to hit me.
Wait till we get past the semi. Reserve state patrol, let him take primary. Let him take primary.
Oh, man.
Lounge, if we can, get somebody at Dollar General. I left my rider there with this object's mother.
This object's mother.
No, don't do it right now, watch cars. Don't do it right now. All right, now the perfect time would be right after this truck. Look at all that open space right here. And I take it that he's the professional pit maneuver officer of the crew. Because the one we watching, he's a scary bitch. You know what I mean? He could have been got that nigga. He's scary. So let's see what happens right here. This is a perfect time to get him. Better hurry up if you're going to do it.
We're at 100 miles an hour.
There you go.
The moment immediately following the state trooper's pit maneuver, an officer calls out speeds of 100 miles an hour. Most agencies limit pits to speeds under 35, 45, or 50 miles per hour, but make exceptions for cases involving lethal force. High-speed pits are risky by nature, but some argue they increase safety by limiting the duration of a pursuit, pointing out that long pursuits are often the most dangerous.
What's the speed, Jared? We're at 100 miles an hour.
Boom! Oh! That motherfucker blew up. Oh!
1050 lounge.
Damn!
Using dash cam and Google Maps, we found the trooper's average speed 5 seconds before the point of contact with the suspect's vehicle was estimated to be 103.9 miles an hour. Georgia State Patrol's pursuit policy is one of the most lenient in the entire country, having no limit on speed and instead deferring to officers to decide what is reasonable, which is what allowed them to legally proceed with the pit maneuver.
Damn! Damn, that motherfucker blew up like dust. He turned that motherfucker to juice.
Arkansas State Police state the most dangerous thing for a trooper to do during a pursuit is nothing, noting that, like a mass shooting, the priority is to stop the threat to the public as fast as possible.
It's like following an active shooter in the mall or an active shooter in a school and hoping they're a bad shot.
Got him! Got him! Nah, we ain't trying to hear that punk. We ain't trying to hear no sorries, boy. Get your ass up. You better not touch that boy, he might like it. He might catch a Woody.
Right now, we need somebody exit 11.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, are you good? You could have damn killed somebody.
I'm sorry. I thought I was going.
Y'all already got Mad Duty? Yeah, we got him on the way. We can open the slow lane.
Nigga, this nigga just hit that motherfucker at 103 miles per hour and got out the car like nothing was fucking wrong. That is crazy, nigga. God damn. What kind of car is that? A Jetta? What is that, a Jetta? Nigga, y'all remember Jettas? Is that a Jetta?
Not right now. Just slow down. Relax.
Shutting down the 11. LT, I'm trying to get this traffic slowed up, but they're not paying me any attention.
Hank, are you okay? Hank, you okay? Are you okay? Yeah, I'm good, bro. When he tried to hit Jared in the parking lot, I made contact with him, and after the pit, his car rolled back into the side of mine, too. I got damage to the front bumper, none on the front frame, just right there on the passenger side door where he hit me on the second. He said he had a little pot and he thought he was going to jail.
Yeah, what?
A little bit of pot.
Because I thought I had a phone.
He doesn't even have a warrant, and I told him that.
Well, I thought you were just lying.
I asked him to get
Why
out.
would he lie to you?
I asked him to get out of the vehicle. He was nervous. I asked if he had a little drugs in the car. He said he had a little pot. I asked him to get out.
Look at OG. OG for sure just came from his lunch break. OG over there stuffed off that Golden Corral. He just had that motherfucking 4-piece special. Golden Corral. He probably stole some cookies, put it in the truck. Yeah, he gotta go take a shit. And you gonna call me up here over a little bit of weed in your car, you bitch ass nigga? He hot.
Kate himself said he wanted to kill, I guess, and everybody else too.
Trying to start shutting down traffic there. I've got the on-ramp and southbound shut off.
Hank, are you okay?
There was a bag, a bathroom bag, where you go to get on the interstate, on the left. I don't know if it came from here.
There was a bathroom bag in the front seat, so he probably
Where's that? I'll go get it. Where's it at? When you get on the interstate, right when you turn lane, on your left-hand side.
Looks like a Passat or a Jetta.
Huh? I think it's a Jetta.
Ah, see, a Jetta. I told you, a Jetta. I didn't even know they still make Jettas. That's crazy. Jettas was very popular in the 90s, man. I didn't even know they still make Jettas.
You want me to get registration? Is that a Jetta or a Passat? It's a Passat, yeah.
I spiked him in the parking lot, stopped him, he was all over the road.
I was on the car stop at the 14 when I got back in, I heard it.
I stopped him at the Dollar General, nervous as crap, run his driver's license, go back up there, get to talking with him, why are you nervous? States, there's a little bit of pot in the car. I said, oh, buddy, well, hop on out. He said, am I going to jail? I was like, no, man, just hop on out. Am I going to jail? I was like, man, just step on out. Have I got a warrant? No. Man, just step on out. Then he barricades himself in the car. We back up off of him. He kept inching forward. I grabbed my spike. He goes to take off. Josh Williams stops him in the parking lot. I run up there and throw the spikes at the car, and that's when he almost clips me. Is that the little bit he was talking about?
You got sterilizing strips right there, so he's probably a needle user. You find anything yet?
A little bit of weed. There's some stuff thrown out that they're trying to find.
This nigga ran because he had an eighth of weed. Bruh, come on, man. You didn't have no warrants. You ran because you had an eighth of weed in your car.
Good job on the sticks, though.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
I'm just glad he did it.
The bag that the suspect threw out of the vehicle was recovered by a civilian who immediately brought it to the closest deputy available. Inside it was suspected crystal meth inside 6 individually wrapped baggies for
wait a minute. Now, I didn't see that coming. So he had meth in that motherfucker.
distribution, totaling 88 grams with a street value estimated at $8,800. The suspect, Hayden, was charged with improper or erratic lane change, willful obstruction of law enforcement, 2 counts of felony aggravated assault on a peace officer, felony fleeing eluding, felony purchase, possession, manufacturing, distribution, or sale of marijuana, and felony trafficking methamphetamine. He took a plea deal, pleading guilty to 1 count of aggravated assault on a peace officer and trafficking methamphetamine, while all other charges were dismissed. He was sentenced to 15 years, with the first 5 years being in prison, and the
What the fuck? 15 years? What the
remainder being on probation. He was also fined $1,500.
I thought you meant further up.
Just bang a Yui over here.
That's crazy.
There's a scene in the hit TV show Breaking Bad where Walter White deliberately crashes his car into another vehicle with Hank inside, all just to protect himself and stay in control. It's reckless, it's impulsive, and it puts everyone around him at risk. And if you watch this situation closely, that same mindset shows up here. It was so obvious because it showed up in real time. That hesitation, gas, brake, gas again, like part of him knows exactly how this should end. But once he committed, everything changed. Now it's not about safety, not even about the people around him just getting away. Even with the damaged tire swinging across the highway, he still pushed forward like nothing else mattered. And that wasn't desperation. That was a moment where the outcome got chosen. And from that point on, everyone else just had to deal with it. And just like in Breaking Bad, it only takes one moment like that to change everything for everyone involved. Because often what feels like control in the moment is usually the exact moment it's already gone. And unlike a TV show, what comes after is usually something you don't get to rewind.
Damn, man. All right. Sheesh. Hold on, man. Hold on. God damn it. God damn it.
Like a TV show, what comes after is usually something you don't get to rewind.
All right. Hold on, I fucked that up, huh? I was on the wrong screen. Wait, just give me a second. Boom.
It's already gone. And unlike a TV show, what comes after is usually something you don't get to rewind.
All right. Damn! Hey, all right, I ain't gonna lie. I was like, weed? You ran for weed, but then, okay. But still, you ran for meth. He tried to throw it out. See, this is a crazy era we live in, y'all. The nigga he get on, throw the bag out, and then somebody picks the bag up and drives it to the police. Like, damn, man, what the fuck are you doing? Why would you go pick it up and drive it to the police? Like, we in a cold era. The cameras everywhere, snitches everywhere. Everybody want to be outstanding citizens and shit. Listen, man, goddamn. Well, he got 5 years and 10 years probation? What do y'all think? Is that too extreme? Is that cool? Should he have ran? Do y'all think it would have been the same? No, because he got the hitting the cops. So that charge would have been gone. He just would have had the meth charge. He probably would have got probably about 2 years, 3 years max. He would have got less time, man. But, you know, he chose to run, you know. Terrible decision. Terrible decision. Don't do crime, man. That's what it always comes down to when I watch these videos. I'll be so speechless. It just be like, niggas is dumb, man. Like, people do the dumbest shit, y'all. Like, come on, man. You just threw away 5 years of your life and 10 years of probation over 6 baggies of meth. 6 baggies of meth, man. $8,000. Is it worth it at the end of the day? That's what I always ask. Is it worth it? $8,000, 15 years of your freedom, basically. That's crazy, man. You got to put more value on your life, you know what I'm saying, and what it's worth. If you're going to take these type of chances, make sure you're doing it for something big, man. But to get 15 years over $8,000, that's crazy. But let me know what y'all think about the situation. I'm going to give y'all 2 seconds to smash the like. And as always, get ready for the next reaction. All right. Booyah, booyah, booyah. Shout outs to the motherfucking Taser gang. We up in this thing. Late nighters, what's happening? Shout out to the late nighters, man. We are having our late night streams. I wasn't able to get on earlier at 7 o'clock for those who just tuning in. I'm damn near probably gonna start changing Thursdays. I ain't gonna lie. 7 o'clock it'd be too quick because I'll be finishing up community at 5. Then the kids be here and I'll be feeling like I gotta hurry up and rush and come down. I think I'm gonna make like late night on Thursdays because I like this time. I like to come from doing that, spend time with the kids, probably take a nap if I'm tired, eat dinner, wake up late night, 10 o'clock, 11, come down, knock this out with y'all. I think I'm gonna move it to late night, but you know, we'll see. We'll play by ear, man. But appreciate all y'all for tuning in, man. I know a lot of y'all was hitting me. Are you streaming tonight? Did you stream tonight? DMing me and shit. Yeah, so you know, I'll always post. You know, I tried to post ahead of time. Like this, I went live. I put up the free thing like an hour before tonight, or like 45 minutes before. So you know, I always try to do it at least. If I know I'm gonna go live, I'm gonna always like try to post at least an hour. I'm gonna go live in an hour. You know what I mean? Give y'all a heads up. But it's all good, man. We up in this thing. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody. Good reactions so far, y'all. Good reactions, and we got I think this one is going to be good too. I like these deep crime thrillers. You know what I mean? Somebody submitted this in the Discord. We're gonna let's see who submitted this one right here. Let's see who submitted this one right here. We're gonna get to this one next. This one came from. Oh, that last one came from Lady N. Shout out Lady N. Shout out Lady N. That was a good one, Lady N. And this one comes from Spider-Man. All right, Spider-Man, you're up, brother. You up. Last time we did Spider-Man, we got zapped. We got zapped, man. So, Spider-Man, don't get a zap, bro. Let's go. Let's get into it. Make sure y'all get your memberships, man. I'm doing a members only live tomorrow. So make sure y'all get y'all memberships. We're gonna do some hot topics. Let's see what I got. Let's see. I'm still building. But let me see what I got for tomorrow. Let me see. I got. No. We got to switch. I want to move this one. Okay, I just got this one. Somebody sent this in a Discord. This chicken. The food reviews been doing good on my channel, man. Me reacting to food reviews, it's been doing good on the channel. So I don't know. I don't know if y'all be like, if people fuck with how I be talking about the chicken and the food people be eating and shit. But I'll react to it. Somebody sent this one. This Point and Shoot just dropped a new one. These other ones was from like Monday. I'm gonna move those out. I update it in the morning. But I'm gonna do like 6. I'm gonna try to do 6 hot topics. Like 5 to 6 tomorrow. All right, so make sure y'all get y'all membership and y'all tap in, all right? If y'all got some hot topics, again, I want to say this again to y'all too. Y'all send a lot of law and crime shit. Appreciate that. Keep that going. But I also like hot topics. If y'all got like some good shit, not like basic ass simple shit. Like if y'all got like some good videos for us to react to on some hot topics, submit those. You know what I mean? But no basic shit. No basic shit. Like poo shit. Like the Pooh Shiesty one we watched about his family, like that was tight. That was tight. And that one's going up on channel. I think it got like 76K right now. So if it's like dope shit like that about a hot topic, like send that in. Send that in, all right? All right, cool. Let's go, man. The tragic case. Man.
On a cold winter morning.
Hold on, let's go. All right, this one's gonna be 30 minutes, y'all, so get ready. All right, the tragic case. All right, y'all, we back with another reaction right here on ABP Reactions. And right now, this is the tragic case of Ashley Elkins. Let's go.
On a cold winter morning in early 2025, mother of two, Ashley Elkins, disappeared after leaving her home in Warren, Michigan to run a few errands. 5 days later, Ashley's car was found parked outside of an apartment complex in Roseville, a few miles from where her cell phone location last pinged. The search for Ashley would lead to a disturbing crime scene, to hours of unsettling surveillance footage, and eventually sifting through acres of landfill.
Damn.
As more and more evidence came to light, so did the truth. Hi.
Shame on you.
Hi there, I'm Kevin, and welcome to Just Thought Lounge. Today, we're taking a look at a very recent case unraveling in Michigan. It's a heartbreaking and disturbing story of a young mother's life cut short. Let's take a look. On the morning of January 2nd, 2025, 30-year-old Ashley Elkins left her house in Warren, Michigan to run a few errands. The mother of two sons, aged 7 and 10, left her boys with her younger sister. She was not meant to be away from them for very long. Ashley drove her silver Malibu to a 7-Eleven at around 8 a.m. that morning. She was captured parking and entering the store. Throughout the morning, she exchanged sporadic messages with her mother, Monica. At just after 9 o'clock, however, these messages abruptly ceased. Monica had a sixth sense that something was not right. At 9:06, she texted her daughter about an upsetting dream she had the night before, that her daughter's car had been stolen.
What? What is the coincidence of that?
The response she received unsettled her further. It read simply, "Aw, man." Such a strange response from her daughter. And after that, silence.
What?
Monica Elkins tried to FaceTime her daughter, but she didn't answer. She drove to her house, but Ashley had already left. Hours later, another family member received a text from Ashley stating that she was heading to a specific beauty supply store. Shortly after, her phone was turned off, and then later turned back on, though there was no further communication. Unable to reach her, the family did what they could to track her down. Ashley's sister, Alexis, tracked Ashley's phone using the Find My iPhone app, which showed her last known location was at an apartment in the 2900 block of Pinehurst Street in Roseville, Michigan. The address was a familiar one. It was the home of Ashley's ex-boyfriend, 32-year-old DeAndre Booker.
Oh, my God. Ex-boyfriend. Why are you over the ex-boyfriend house? And why is my daughter now missing and her last known location is your house, nigga? Oh, my God.
Members of Ashley's family, including her mother, sister, and the father of her two boys, went out to the apartment to look around. Her car wasn't in the parking lot. There was no response at DeAndre's door. Monica spoke with police that evening. She could only speculate as to why Ashley would be at DeAndre's apartment that morning. They had broken up months earlier, and to her knowledge, they were no longer involved.
I'm telling you, it's not like why did she go over there today? I feel like because she has some financial problems, and he used a person like help out. And
the Elkins had reason to suspect DeAndre Booker had something to do with Ashley's disappearance. They had, at one time, accepted him as family. Ashley and DeAndre were together for approximately a year, during which time he met her relatives. They bonded over the holidays.
A year? Man, you crashing out over some pussy over a year? A year, bruh? I thought they was gonna say he was together like 10 years or something. A year, my nigga? Ain't no way.
And he regularly helped out with her boys. Though after their breakup the previous September, Ashley had consciously distanced herself from her ex. When he called, she did not answer. In the weeks before she went missing, Ashley told some family members that she believed DeAndre may have been following her. As soon as Ashley went missing, her family grew concerned that he may have abducted her.
Wow.
Just days before, DeAndre had attempted to trick Ashley into letting him into her house by making an appointment under a fake name with her hairstyling business, which she ran from home.
The day he came to the house, he acted like he was a client, and he made an appointment with her. She was expecting a client, it was him. And they were in the house quiet. She told him to be quiet. He knocked on the front door on the side door, and then he left, and then here is 2 days later, she's gone.
Oh my God. So he was showing signs of crazy 48 hours before she went missing. And then the last known address. Look at all the pieces of the puzzle just that quick. He showed up 48 hours before she went missing, acting like he's a client. Then she goes missing. The last ping is at his apartments. And she don't fuck with cuz, and she been ignoring that nigga. It's pretty common sense what happened here.
5 days after she went missing, Ashley's silver Malibu was discovered in the parking lot of an apartment complex near to 13 Mile in Little Mac in Roseville. This location is 4 miles from the complex where her ex-boyfriend lived. The keys had been left on the seat.
I'm very concerned. I'm out here passing out flies, and I just got off work. I've been out here all weekend. I am concerned. She's a good person. She's a mother too. I mean, anything outside of that, that's the main focus right there. She has babies, so.
Hey, super. Y'all ready to bum off the PJs? Never mind.
That's our focus as a family and as a community.
She loves her family, her kids. She would never just disappear for this many days.
Investigators began to trace Ashley's movements from the morning of January 2nd. A camera facing the parking lot of DeAndre Booker's apartment building on Pinehurst Street captured Ashley entering the lot that morning. She is shown wearing the same clothing she was wearing earlier at the 7-Eleven, an orange shirt, black jacket, and dark jeans.
Wait, so she went to his house?
A few hours later, at just after noon, 2 figures were captured moving towards Ashley's vehicle. The male, in dark jeans, a black coat, and hat, appeared to be DeAndre Booker. The woman, investigators assumed, must be Ashley. Except, she was wearing different clothing. The angle of the camera did not allow for an accurate identification. The couple got into the car. After a pause and brief exchange, the woman got into the driver's side.
Why did he walk to the back of the trunk to look at the trunk? What? Oh my gosh. So there's a woman in on it. There's a woman in on it, and it could be a homegirl or a sister. Interesting.
They took a left out of the complex. The car never returned. Two days after Ashley went missing.
Wait, how did he get her to come to the house? What did the text message? Because he wasn't with her in the car. She voluntarily went to his house. So there's no text thread showing why she went to his house, or if this is a nigga you're not fucking with, was you going over there on some creep shit like the, you know what I mean? You didn't want everybody to know that y'all back fucking? Like, what made you go over there?
DeAndre placed a call to Roseville police, telling them that he suspected his apartment had been broken into. He had not stayed there the night before, nor did he meet officers at his door when they arrived to investigate. Officers reported that they found the door to the unit unlocked and sitting slightly ajar. For this reason, they let themselves inside. As they made their way through the living room and down the hallway towards the bedrooms and the bathroom, they noted a number of curious and unsettling signs, ones that indicated that the apartment had been the location of a brutal, likely deadly incident. The unit had been very recently cleaned using a significant amount of bleach. The scent of cleaning products lingered in the air. On the sofa, a pair of yellow rubber gloves sat discarded on the cushion. A laptop and headphones sat out on the tabletop in plain view, suggesting the apartment had not, in fact, been burgled. It was in the bathroom where alarm bells went off, prompting officers to immediately seal off the scene.
They just left the Clorox sitting right there. They left the gloves on the damn, showing that they cleaned it. Ain't nobody breaking in your house to clean your house, nigga. You fucking idiot. Clean up your mess first and then terrorize the house, make it look like somebody broke into it. If you're going to call and say somebody burglarized your house.
All for further support. 2 bottles of bleach sat out, one on the counter next to the sink, and a second on the floor next to the bathtub.
God.
The shower curtain was missing. The plug to the bath drain was in the middle of the tub. The drain itself appeared to have small items sitting just inside it. Using a pair of tweezers, the responding officer pulled the visible bits of debris from the drain.
What is it?
Remnants of a blood-like substance have been caught on a few hairs. Also visible to the naked eye were small spatter stains on the tiles, against the side of the bathtub, on the baseboards, the floor, and on the back of the bathroom door. The countertop surrounding the sink was mostly clean, but the cupboard doors below were not. From the bathroom, attention was drawn down the hallway, where spatter was noted on the closet door and the walls. In the kitchen, searchers found a box of heavy-duty garbage bags. A few had been used. There was also a second set of lighter pink-colored bags that seemed to be used throughout the rest of the unit. The waste bin in the kitchen was empty. A fresh, heavy-duty garbage bag was placed inside. A mop showed the signs of an attempted cleanup.
Oh my fucking God, dog. Look at this mop. So you gonna clean up all the blood with the mop and leave the mop? And why did you yourself call your house for a burglary and you know you left all this evidence behind? Oh my God.
Later, a forensic team applied a luminol solution to the walls and floors and revealed the extent of cleaning that had been undertaken in the bathroom and hallway.
Damn.
A plumber was then called in to take apart the pipes in the apartment. From the drain in the bathtub, they pulled out a bullet fragment, one silver hooped style earring, and a small clump of hair. Underneath the couch, police found a handgun. It was registered to DeAndre Booker.
Jesus Christ.
Ashley Elkins entered her ex-boyfriend's apartment on the morning of January 2nd, and it was now heartbreakingly obvious that she did not leave alive. The same camera that captured Ashley entering the complex that morning also caught DeAndre back and forth from his unit to the parking lot and surrounding areas for hours later that day. At about 3 p.m., DeAndre carried what appeared to be a large cardboard box towards a dumpster that sat in the far corner of the parking lot, to the top right view of the camera. It was dark by the time he resumed his activities outside. At around 11:15, a figure is shown crossing the street to the 7-Eleven. From there, the figure returns, pushing a shopping cart.
Oh my fucking God. Nigga. What? So you just walk up with an empty shopping cart? Like, if anybody want to look suspicious, go get you a shopping cart and randomly walk up with no groceries in it. What are you finna do?
Shortly afterwards, he emerges again, this time carrying a pink bag to the dumpster.
Oh, he cut her up in a bathtub.
These trips to various garbage dumpsters around the complex continue for hours. At 1 a.m., he carries a larger, heavy-duty black garbage bag to the north parking lot, where another dumpster was used to dispose of another bag.
Oh, man.
By 4 a.m., a figure that again emerges from his building is captured walking, visible only in silhouette along the tree line that separates Pinehurst Complex from the buildings next to it. Again, the figure carried a large dark bag towards a dumpster. Then is shown returning to DeAndre's building, no longer carrying the trash bag.
So it sounds like they cut the body up in a bathtub and was walking out the parts like limb by limb, you know what I mean, and separating them in different trash cans and different items. But my question is, if she was dodging this dude and she wasn't fucking with him, what made her then because they said she left at 8 in the morning, what made her then in the morning go to his house? What was the reason? Did anybody know why? Why did you go to his house if everybody's under the impression y'all don't fuck with each other and you don't like him?
Footage captured just after 4 a.m. on January 3rd is the most disturbing. DeAndre reemerges with the shopping cart, but it is no longer empty.
That's a body right there.
DeAndre first walked towards the dumpster on the left side of the parking lot and finds the fence blocking his path. He is seen backtracking with his cart and then pushing it along the walkway to the right of the screen, eventually reaching the dumpster at the far left corner of the camera's vision. His movements at this point are almost entirely concealed by the darkness. However, analysis of shadows revealed DeAndre attempting to lift a heavy object from the cart into the dumpster. He fails at first and must collect the object from the ground, and with some effort, he is able to lift it in. He then appears to empty more items from the cart into the bin. DeAndre is captured at the dumpster for nearly 5 full minutes. It was just before 5 a.m.
He emptied in his own dumpsters at his own apartment unit. He emptied her body part. This nigga, so that means that wasn't no premeditated, plotted out shit, unless you're an idiot. Like, who the fuck kills somebody? Okay, just to really think about this. Who kills somebody, cuts them up, drops them in trash units all over your apartment complex, and then says, oh, while the car is there, then goes out and while knowing there's cameras all around your unit, then goes out there, you get a girl to come with you. Hey, I need you to drive. So you had to tell her what happened in order for her, like, where are we going? Okay, look, I got whoop-de-whoop car. I need you to look like her. He should have kept her clothes. Oh, never mind. That's a different story. He should have, listen, why did you do this, brother? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's cameras all over your house. Like, was this a spur of the moment? She was over there. Why did she go over there, cuz? That's the question we need to answer to. Why did she go over there?
By the time police uncovered the surveillance footage from around the apartment complex, the garbage collection had already taken place. The items that DeAndre had so painstakingly disposed of in the dead of the night were gone. There were, however, traces left behind. Police seized the dumpsters and began analyzing the contents. Forensic teams found traces of blood in the bottom of the container.
Damn.
These samples returned a match to Ashley Elkins. The same was true when testing was completed on the samples taken from inside of DeAndre's apartment. Ashley's DNA was an overwhelming percentage match to these samples, taken from the bathroom, the hallway, and elsewhere inside the unit.
We met with Chief Berlin and we met with multiple deputy chief, and they gave us an update on what was found yesterday. What they indicated was there was substantial evidence collected at the home of the ex-boyfriend. They also indicated that based upon that evidence, that Ashley was murdered. They don't have her body at this time, They do have good leads on where her body is. They have a strong suspicion of where she may be.
Damn.
The boys, 10,
Cut
7
up.
years old,
Yes.
won't have a mom anymore.
No, they won't.
What happens next for them?
It's going to take a lot of family. Everyone here is going to take the love and support of the family. They do have their father. They have grandparents. Everyone's going to embrace them and support them. That's actually starting now. The healing starts now.
Damn, that's sad. That's fucked up.
Investigators learned that trash from the dumpster where DeAndre had emptied his cart would be taken to a transfer station on Grosbeck Highway in Roseville, where it would then be loaded onto another truck and taken to a landfill in Lenox Township. Beginning on January 13th and continuing for 5 straight days, officers from 15 law enforcement agencies combed through a targeted area of 6.5 acres of the...
Nigga, what? How do you fucking... Look at all that damn landfill, that trash.
Pine Tree Acre landfill. Its total area measures over 370 acres. The trash was sifted through 2 inches at a time as systematically as possible in the hope of discovering any items linked to the murder, or, if they were fortunate, locating Ashley's remains.
Well, we got some objects we are taking back for processing. We're not sure if they're related to the case or not, so we got to do some more work on that. I think we're in the right spot. We just got more work ahead of us.
After a week of searching, the efforts ceased. No remains were found.
Damn.
In the days immediately following Ashley's disappearance, investigators had spoken with DeAndre over the phone twice. During those conversations, he told them that he had met with Ashley at his home on the morning of January 2nd. She came by just to talk sometimes, he claimed. He told them that she left his place on the same day and that he had not heard from her since. When asked if she had left wearing the same clothing as when she arrived, he said yes.
Stupid.
When asked to confirm that she left in her silver Malibu, he again said yes. These were, of course, easily disprovable statements.
Right.
So, as investigators continued to compile a case against him for murder and to search for Ashley, they arrested DeAndre Booker for lying to a peace officer. DeAndre was eventually located at a girlfriend's home in Flint. Law enforcement had been able to track him to the location from the cameras and phone data beginning on January 3rd. At just before 6 a.m., after hours of disposing items in dumpsters, an Uber driver collected DeAndre outside of the Motor City pawn shop, which is located near to his apartment. Cameras showed him disposing of a few items there as well before he caught a ride. The Uber dropped him in Flint, where police would find him days later.
Where the hell is he running to?
At the girlfriend's, they found DeAndre's clothing, identical to the items worn by the figure captured on camera disposing of bags of bloody evidence.
Oh my
His
God.
black coat with the fur-lined
idiot.
hood, dark ripped jeans, and a black hat. When DeAndre was arrested in Flint, investigators obtained his cell phone along with a search warrant allowing them to access its data. What they found was disturbing. It also painted a picture of Ashley's likely fate. Beginning on December 29th, 2 days before he booked the hair appointment under a fake name in an attempt to gain entry into Ashley's home, DeAndre searched 9mm silencer, Roseville, Michigan, and Murder Out of Rage X.
What? Hey, bro, it never fails, huh? Before they kill somebody, they girl or somebody, they got to go do these Google searches on their own damn phone, on their own Google account. Like, why? What the fuck? Who the hell does that? I'm about to commit a murder, so let me go search up everything I'm about to do in the murder so that when police come and search, they're going to find everything I did that I looked it up first. Like, what is wrong with you niggas? He's just stupid. He don't think. And it's only been a year. You tender as fuck. It's only been a year, bro. And you over here ready to crash out and kill this woman? That's terrible.
After trying to see Ashley and being turned away, he searched shotgun through pillow and can you track location when phone is off? As well as the disturbing and revealing question, what happens to trash after it's picked up?
Oh my God.
There were also indications that DeAndre was plotting ways to escape justice. In the days after the murder, while at the house in Flint, he searched what to do on the run, how to beat a polygraph, and finally, delete Google history.
Oh my God.
As DeAndre Booker was arraigned on his initial charges, the search for Ashley continued. He was held on a $250,000 bond.
And do you believe, based on evidence that you have or more that you'll look at, that you will find Ashley?
I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic. I'd like to go ahead and tell you yes, but it's only if somebody or evidence points to where that happens. Somebody may cooperate in the investigation. Sometimes it takes a little bit, but I'm hopeful.
Can you repeat what was said this morning in regard to the suspect being in a vehicle with a female, I believe, and then came back alone? So did he have help? Can you talk about the relevance of why that was introduced today?
We believe he acted alone. There was a video portion of a second female. It was investigated thoroughly. She was not involved. She was unwitting.
Huh? So she didn't know what was going on?
Since his arraignment, DeAndre Booker's appearances in court have been characterized by unpredictable and unhinged behavior. At his pretrial hearing in August 2025, DeAndre at first refused to sit while in court, even as Ashley's mother took the stand.
Mr. Booker, I was told earlier that you did not want to sit. You can sit if you wish, but if you don't want, you can stand. No response, so with that, you need a question, witness.
Judge, I want to place on the record an objection to the defendant posturing in this manner in an attempt, my opinion, to intimidate witnesses that are going to be testifying against him today. That's the court runs its courtroom the way it sees fit, and I recognize that, but I didn't want to just place it on the record.
That nigga definitely over there looking at the mama like with an intimidating face for sure. Like, you better not say nothing.
By this time, DeAndre's sordid past had come to light. A veteran of the U.S. Army, DeAndre had gone AWOL in 2017 and was later, less than honorably, discharged. State prosecutors revealed that he had prior counts of both larceny and fraud. The 32-year-old was unemployed at the time of his arrest. Over several days in his pretrial hearing...
Well, that explains it, y'all. That's why this nigga has so much time on his hands. Nigga ain't got no job. So he ain't got nothing to do but bug the bitch and worry about the female all day, man. Losing his mind. He over there going through it, stressed out, taking it out on her. And she probably was his plug for a minute. Probably was letting... One, he don't got a car. He had to catch an Uber. He don't got a car, so he was probably using her car while they was together. He was probably leeching off her money. You know what I'm saying? He's a bum. He's a bum-ass nigga. He was leeching off her money, using her car. She took that away from him, and that explains why he started losing his fucking mind. That was his lifeline, her car and her money. And you know, when a nigga broke, he don't want to give up that car.
Evidence of his guilt was meticulously outlined. During this time, he routinely refused to get dressed or leave his cell to attend the hearing in person. Attempts to connect him to the proceedings via video link, while partially covered by a blanket, mostly failed when he would not agree to stop screaming and cursing. When his video feed was unmuted, DeAndre could be heard screaming, "Let me go."
DeAndre Booker, can you hear the court?
Your Honor, it's obvious to me that Mr. Booker is in the cell. He's not making himself available for visibility.